Is it true that the pharmaceutical industry benefits from U.S. taxpayer-funded research? Yes or no?
It is, yes.
Yes. Across each of you?
Yes.
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 Mr. Frazier?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is it true that no other nation invests more taxpayer dollars in basic research that directly and indirectly benefits the industry?
Yes.
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 I'm not sure I understood the question.
Is it true that no other nation on earth invests more taxpayer dollars in basic research?
Yes.
Is it proportional to GDP, Senator?
I'm not asking that, but
Yes.
that's close enough. Thank you. Is it true that the U.S. allows drug companies that the U.S. government allows drug companies the longest period of exclusivity on drugs, on biologics? I'm sorry, on biologics. Mr. Gonzalez?
I believe that's true.
Yes.
I believe that's true.
I believe that's true.
Yes.
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 We know Medicare limits prices with doctors and hospitals. Is it true that Medicare cannot negotiate to lower prices with drug companies?
That is true directly, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Other agents work on their behalf to negotiate, but they do not negotiate directly.
Yes, they can negotiate
Dr.
directly.
Borla? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Is it true U.S. taxpayers subsidize pharmaceutical advertising and marketing activities through the tax code's business expense deduction? Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, no different from any other advertisement, but yes.
Right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Okay. We note the United States is the world's largest market for pharmaceuticals. Is it true that we pay the highest, in the overwhelming number of cases, is it true that we pay the highest drug prices in the world, Mr. Gonzalez?
The average government price that would not be the case.
No, that we as Americans individually pay the highest drug prices in the world.
As an average, that would be true.
Okay, Mr. Schmidt.
I'm not sure that it would be true, Senator, because the generic prices are some of the lowest in the world, and government prices for many of our drugs, even before patent expiry, are sometimes as low as Europe or lower. So on average, probably it's true, but there are many different.
I know there are exceptions. I'm looking for averages. Dr. Cafaro?
Yes, on average, I would say.
Ms. Talbert?
I would say that the list prices are higher, but the net price in the United States is more comparable to much of the pricing outside the U.S.
Mr. Frazier?
Yes, outside Medicaid and other things, yes.
Okay.
9 out of 10 products in the U.S. are generics. So the pricing of the generic products is much lower in the U.S. than other countries.
Yeah, but generic-
But you are right.
Branded.
Don't confuse generic numbers of drugs sold with cost of, in the aggregate. Your answer?
No, but 9 in 10, I'm telling you. But you are right that in the innovation, the prices outside the U.S. in many cases, it's much higher.
So I would agree with that. Patent to drug, yes. Generic, no.
Okay, thank you. Last question. Is it true that drug manufacturers set what Ms. Talbert talked about, list prices? Is it true that you, the drug manufacturers, set those list prices?
That is correct.
Mr. Schmidt?
That is correct, but of course, there is a negotiation that takes place with PBMs and insurers about the price and the rebate level.
Dr. Ford?
It's true for list price, but the delta between list and next price is the highest in the U.S.
Correct. Yes, we set the list price.
Mr. Frazier?
Yes, we set list price.
Borla?
Actually, I wouldn't agree that we set the list price. It is the result of a major negotiation. And I have to say that the problem in the U.S. healthcare system, it is that everything is geared around list price, a lot of incentives, which creates a hydraulic effect for the list prices to go down. I would be very happy to have much less list prices and the same net.
Dr. Brandencourt, you set
But
this.
ultimately, we set the listing price.
Okay, thank you. So taxpayers subsidize your research, subsidize your marketing. You continue to raise drug list prices on them. The median income of a person on Medicare is $26,000 a year. The average annual cost for a single specialty medication was more than $52,000 in 2015. Americans can't afford to pay for prescription drugs that cost more money than they make in a year. We can't continue to give Big Pharma the blank check that you've had to pay for high-priced prescription drugs. But I guess it isn't surprising that big drug companies take all the taxpayer money they can. What's so troubling is that this Congress continues, because of the lobbyists that Senator Whitehouse talked about, and other pressures, that this Congress continues to allow you to do so.
Senator
Thank you
Moss.
for answers.